John Bolton said, here's why this matters to you. But in terms of Syria, people can see our policy is collapsing. Russia, Iran, and Syria are winning.
They can see it with eyes of the reporters on the scene like Keir Simmons. We'll go live right now to Keir, who's on the border between Turkey and Syria. Keir, there are claims of a brokered ceasefire. What are you seeing and hearing on the scene?
Mika, there is no ceasefire on the ground here. What you can see behind me is Syria, and we have now been here for a number of hours watching Turkish tanks move out of cover, fire, and then pull back again. If I just step out of the way, we can push into the town of Rosalan, and that is where we have been watching a battle take place between Turkish forces and mostly Kurdish forces, regularly seeing Turkish artillery land in this town, a town that Turkey said it had taken 3 days ago. And this, remember, happening just after President Trump has picked up the phone to President Erdogan, just after Vice President Pence has called for a ceasefire and said that he will come to the region, just after Washington has announced sanctions on Turkey. It is making no difference, as far as we can tell this morning, in Syria. This is a bitter battle taking place for a key town inside Syria, and the Kurds now saying that they believe that 275,000 civilians have been displaced by this fighting. So, whatever the president does, and there you can hear that artillery fire, and you may see in a moment it land. In fact, you can just see the smoke rising above the town. Whatever the president does, the sound of his tweets are nothing in comparison. There it is. And you can see the smoke in that town just rising above it as those Turkish shells land there. I was just trying to say that whatever the president does, the power of his tweets are nothing compared with the sound of this Turkish artillery landing on Syrian towns this morning, just here on the border with Syria.
Hey, Keir, it's Willie. This is extraordinary to see.